Hello viewer, welcome to Project Ascension. Today we'll be playing on Conquest of Azeroth. We're going to be leveling up a Sun Cleric Horde on Hardcore mode, Resolute. That means vanilla experience rates, no experience boosting, just the standard 1x rate. And then Hardcore mode just means I have 1 life. As you can see, we have our Blood Elf Sun Cleric here who is shirtless. That's just a glitch that I'll explain in a moment. Anyway, this playthrough's not going to be about efficiency, it's just about leveling up and enjoying the process. So maybe something you want to play in the background, or maybe you're just curious about Conquest of Azeroth. There's not many videos or gameplay videos out there, so I thought that this would be a good idea to do. Regardless, let's get started. Right out the gate, you notice that we are in the undead starting zone. The reason for that is that Project Ascension has Blood Elves and Draenei's in the game, but it still is the classic world level 1 to 60, so the Burning Crusade zones, the Outlands, Blood Elf starting zones are not there. So instead, we start at the undead starting zone. As for our shirt, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. For some reason, there's a glitch where some of the starting gear on some of the classes just doesn't load a model, so it kind of gives you this question mark and it's invisible. So for now, we'll just temporarily switch it to something else. Let's look for something that would fit a Sun Cleric. I don't have a whole lot of vanity here. You know what? Let's do this. I like that crop top look, it's funny. Let's get, actually, you know, while we're here, might as well get something that fits the pants. That's fine. Why not? It's not a big deal. We're going to change in like 2 seconds anyway.
I'm listening.
Finally, you're awake. We almost gave up on you. I'm Mordo, caretaker of Death Knell Crypt. You're free from the Lich King now. I don't think I ever was, but that's okay. A little bit of... I'll cut this starting zone some slack since I'm a Blood Elf. There'll probably be some moments of immersion breaking, but that's okay. To leave the crypt, take the steps up, defeat the Duskbats on the road to Death Knell, then meet Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the bottom of the hill for further instructions. Very straightforward. Before we start, like I said, we are going to be playing on Hardcore mode. Right here, Resolute, so 1x experience rate. Let's just take a look at the restrictions so you can know what it entails. No auction house, no guild bank, no realm bank, no boosting items, no arena queue, no battleground queue, no dungeon finder, no bonus experience, challenge exclusive trading. That just means I can only trade with people also on the challenge. No mail, and no Mana Storm. Mana Storm is just a Project Ascension feature. It's like a kind of a instance dungeon where you progressively get farther and farther. It's your main source of farming experience on the server in case you don't want to go through the classic leveling experience. Pretty fun, gives great loot, great gold. Yeah, let's start that. Yep. This challenge is a limited number of deaths. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Anything else? It is worth knowing, I haven't played a whole lot of this undead starting zone. I played a little bit. Something I like about Conquest of Azeroth. You know what? Before I begin or continue, I will let you know our 2 starting abilities. We have a heal on a 2.5 second cast, and then we have a 40 range 1.5 second cast spell. This right here is the Sun Cleric's class power. I'll explain it in just a moment when we get the abilities that use it. And as I was saying though, Conquest of Azeroth adds actually a lot of content and zones in the starting zones. And a lot of it's quite fun too, so we'll actually get to a point here where we'll be doing some custom content, and in fact it was that custom content that made me want to do this because I was enjoying it so much that I paused and restarted because I was just quite enjoying myself and thought it'd be fun to record it, and maybe people would be interested too. Oops. And I haven't played every... If you guys don't know what Conquest of Azeroth is, it gets rid of the original classes and it introduces 21 custom classes. I haven't played all of them. Same thing though, where I was trying out the Sun Cleric and found myself enjoying it way more than I thought I would. And another factor for why I wanted to start making this video, because I was just enjoying it. I think a lot of people would love to see what this game has to offer. And there's a lot of challenges too. Like I said, obviously I'm playing on 1x experience. You don't have to though. You can level up fairly quick. I guess I haven't tried doing a speed run of leveling, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could do it in a day. Community's great too. You'll see people online all the time. It's very impressive actually. I was leveling up in the human starting zone. No, yeah, popular zone, but and there was like 6 humans running around doing quests, and like not even at peak hours. It was like middle of the week, like I think it was like 10 p.m. at night. And just so you know, this is a great server, lots of people, so don't be afraid to try it out. Anyway, we hit level 2. Praise the Sun Cleric. Your trainer, Sunspeaker Telethia, has requested you meet her at once. She can be found inside the chapel. We will talk to her in a moment. Something Conquest of Azeroth does too. You'll see this little glowing item here. It has items scattered throughout the world that you can loot. Sometimes they're just small items like water pouches, but you will find a ton of useful equipment that we'll see in just a moment. Just exploring the world, and I appreciate that. It makes leveling so much more enjoyable. It really just rewards you. It makes it to where you're not just doing side quests, but you're also looking around, seeing what you could find. Another of the Walking Dead, Must have been quite the shock, waking up in the crypt with only the cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge and the holdouts of humanity. Excuse me. The hated Scourge and the holdouts of humanity who dog our every step. We Forsaken are at war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necromantically raised armies of the undead, foul beasts of the north, and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them. Show them no mercy, our former brothers and sisters as they might be. The fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves. Yeah, just kill some undead. Simple start. Oh, this is our class quest, it looks like. I was asked to bring this to your attention, young one. It appears to be a golden scripture that glows with pale light. Divine energy filtered through the veil of death. Even the undead can channel the sun's power, transforming sacred light into something both beautiful and terrible. And it seems to be from Sunspeaker Telethia, who mains this paradoxical faith in death knell. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you continue your duties here.
Trust no one.
We'll talk to her in just a moment. Let's talk to Novice Elreth. My duties include tending to our wounded warriors, tailoring armor and clothes, and assisting Shadow Priest Sarvis with whatever else he might need. From the look of it, you'll be enlisting in his service also. Hunting the mindless ones if I know his mind well. You are right. He is having us hunt mindless ones. If you'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do, perhaps I can help. I'm running out of paws and wings, and if you bring me some, I'll find some armor for you. You'll find a good number of wolves and bats to the south.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Just kill some wolves and bats. You know, reading the chat here, it's kind of funny. Like, I guess Conquest of Azeroth has been in alpha for a long time, and someone made a comment that it'd be this year that it gets released, and by this year, I guess I should clarify 2025. I will agree with this guy's point here, though. There's more creativity and new concepts in this than anything Blizz has ever done. I don't mind retail WoW. I play it. I like it. Definitely not my cup of tea or main choice, but I do agree that there's a lot of creativity in this server. Very, very fun. Every class that I played so far has been very enjoyable, as you guys will soon see. Now let's read this. The sun's first ray at dawn has touched you, Demetrius. You carry that light within you now, forever. Solar magic is the purest expression of divine power accessible to mortals. The sun gives freely, light, warmth, life itself, asking nothing in return. As a Sun Cleric, you will become a conduit for this generosity, channeling radiance that heals, protects, and when necessary, destroys with the fury of 1,000 suns. Holy crap, this is long. I'll rate it just because it's the class quest. You will learn to store sunlight within yourself, becoming a beacon in the darkest places. Your healing light will mend wounds, cure diseases, and even restore life to the recently fallen. Solar shields will protect your allies, while solar flares blind and burn your enemies. The Zenith Blessing will allow you to call down pillars of concentrated sunlight that can pierce through any darkness, any evil, any shadow. But solar magic extends beyond simple light. You'll understand the sun's role in all life, photosynthesis in plants, vitamin creation in the skin, the circadian rhythms that govern sleep and waking. These are very modern terms that they're using here. I don't know if these fantasy characters would know these things. Or will they probably know it, but I don't know if they'd go as far as calling it circadian rhythms or vitamin creation of the skin. They, considering they can, cast blinding rays of death, I don't really think they're worried about studying, how it does these things naturally. Like I said, I mean, they would obviously know what a circadian rhythm is, that, oh, sun's up, me awake. But I just think that's funny. Very modern terms here. You'll learn to accelerate growth, to energize the weary, and to bring the clarity of daylight to confused minds. In your presence, undead wither, shadows flee, and hope rekindles in the most desperate hearts. Welcome to Radiant Service, Demetrius. Let your light banish all darkness.
We will persevere.
We'll grab our first 2 skills here. Oops, I need some gold though, so let's go do that real quick. Sell these items we have.
And you, watch your back.
Baladash Malinore.
So yeah, basically the way that the Sun Cleric works is you have these vows. You can only have one active at a time. While a vow is active, it tells you how you generate solar power. In this case, my direct ability damage generates 2 solar power and does 15% additional damage. This is a passive buff that I have. And when I have 20 solar power, I can cast Dawn. This consumes all my solar power to deal Holy Flame damage and heal within 15 yards. Once I cast Dawn, it will then trigger the fulfillment effect of your vow for however long it says. In this case, my next 10 damaging or healing spells will trigger the fulfillment effect of my vow. So after I cast, I get this 20 solar power, and then I cast Dawn. And then we'll come back to my vow here. I'll gain the 10 damaging abilities will gain my fulfillment effect. In this case, I deal an extra 17 fire damage on hit. While your fulfillment effect is active, you don't generate solar power. So it's basically about just building up this power, entering this phase of damage, dishing out a lot of damage, and going back to generating power. It's very fun. I quite like it. I've only gotten to level 5 on this class. That was, like I said, when I realized I was enjoying the class so much, I decided to do this video. But just with this alone, just with these abilities I have right here, right now, this class is very fun to play. Oh, miss, of course. Once we get 20 solar power here, I'll show you what the class can do. It's really cool. As you can see, it's taken us about 3 spell casts and a melee attack to kill 1 enemy. So we're gonna go ahead, pull this enemy real quick here. I'll cast Dawn and do that AoE damage. Ooh, I crit too, so that was even more satisfying. Cool. So as you can see, I healed myself, dealt damage to him, And now my next 10 damaging abilities will get my fulfillment effect. In this case, 17 bonus fire damage. So, like I said, it took 3 spells and a melee attack before. Let's try it out on the school now. And boom, 2 spells. Just a huge damage buff for my next 10 attacks. So, very fun to use. Really can speed up your leveling process too. Great when you have to fight big enemies. Oh, wow, legs. What a great drop there. Great drop. 32 armor, 1 stamina. What a huge buff. Now we can turn our transmog off. They look pretty decent too. Alright, hell yeah. That's how you know this is going to be a blessed run. Blessed run. We're getting all the way to level 60, I can tell. I forgot to mention too, you probably noticed I had an ability, a new ability while I was in that fulfillment effect. It just lets you end your fulfillment effect early and then gain some holy power in return, just in case you have no more enemies to kill and you can save a little bit of your solar power. This is an example of one of those items, like I said, that you can find just while exploring. We'll take a look here. In this case, it's a one-handed mace that does 8 to 13 damage, 4.2 damage per second, and acts as a blacksmithing hammer. We take a look at our current weapon, 2 to 5 damage, 1.6 damage per second. That is a huge, huge upgrade. So like I said, just rewards you for exploring, keeping an eye out, and looting what you see. We've killed enough undead. Let's start on the next quest and start getting some wings and paws. This item needs level 3 to use, so we'll need to kill some more enemies anyway to make use of it. Now let's have some fun. Let's pull multiple enemies and then cast Dawn and make advantage of that AoE that we have. Let's not get too greedy. Let's just do 3 enemies. And we'll cast on now. There we go. Oops, grabbed that wolf on accident. But, oh well, we're still doing fine for ourselves. We're getting a little low. So I'll just heal up before finishing off this wolf. There we go. I got myself into a little bit of trouble there, grabbing that extra wolf, but luckily with this buff on, it was no problem. We killed them very quick. Another reason that I tried the Sun Cleric out for this hardcore run is they have access to plate armor. So I figured having the most armor options available to us would be the safest way to play, as well as, of course, plate armor having a ton of armor to keep myself safe. We're level 3, so we'll equip our mace real quick. It's not going to buff our spell damage, but we do get some melee attacks later. Oh wow, more pants. Jesus. Not useful for us, but I can collect the appearance at least. What do they look like? Oh, not bad. Look like farmer pants. It's probably what they are. Journeyman's pants. Same thing. Okay, well we're done with that. Let's turn our first 2 quests in.
Better be good.
It is unfortunate that the Scourge cannot be brought into the fold. Their large numbers would be useful in the battles ahead, but they will not join us, so we have no choice but to destroy them. We're going to take the gloves just because I feel like cloaks are very commonly offered You've shown your potential to the Forsaken under normal circumstances, Demetrius. Now let's see you under pressure. The Rattlecage skeletons, more mindless minions of the Lich King, are a tougher foe than the zombies you have faced thus far. Again, thin their numbers and prove yourself to the Forsaken. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak to me again.
Beware the living.
I haven't got all day.
Talk to Novice Elrith now. Thank you, Demetrius. This armor should help you out. Hopefully it should do you more good than the last one to wear it. We'll take the belt. It's got the most armor.
No one.
Equipped automatically. Good.
You are.
Marla's last wish. My friend Marla Phipps lived with her husband Samuel before the plague, but when the plague came, Samuel succumbed and joined the Scourge's ranks. Marla was spared an undeath, only to die at the hands of her now mindless husband. So strong was her love, however, that her last dying wish was to be buried with her beloved Samuel. Samuel Phipps roams at a ruined camp along the road northeast of Deathnell. Defeat him and grant Marla's wish. Bury him at our grave in the first row of our graveyard.
Embrace the shadow.
Hello.
Let's talk to Anthon. Greetings, I'm Anthon, proud member of the Heritage League. By order of our queen, my organization has taken on the royal duty of cataloging, reclaiming, and restoring the cultural legacy of Lord Huron so it may serve the Forsaken. Not far from here, the road winds west up the hill to the Kane family estates. Here, I'll mark on your map the location of my colleagues' camp. They could use an extra hand. Even before Lord Huron's fall, there were rumors the manor was cursed, all because of a certain witch. This is actually that custom content I was telling you about. It'll take us up here where we'll do some quests.
What is it?
You there, if you're looking for something to make yourself useful, then listen up. We need fresh out of the ground recruits to head into Deathnell and search for any sort of useful equipment. Most likely they'll be in stacks of boxes. Convenient. We expect more recruits to be rising soon, and unless we want them to stumble about naked, we had better get to scavenging. Well, get to work, you miserable bag of bones. I'm not going to reward those without some hustle. Just go get some scavenged goods. Standard fetch quest. Can't remember what this guy gives. One of our greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce even at the height of the Alliance's power. There is a gold mine to the northwest that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. It's not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us, Demetrius. Just kill some spiders.
Watch your back.
Too easy? Alright. I think that's all here. We'll start with just getting the scavenged goods and then killing these skeletons, and then we'll go northeast to kill Samuel Phipps. Thought I heard another player, but just the NPCs. School just running around in a circle. Oh, and another ghoul came to join him. You know what, let's cast our Dawn ability here and clear out these skeletons quickly. So it's 2 spell casts with this on, that's good. Oh, of course I miss. I probably should have melee attacked that guy to save a stack of my fulfillment. Another miss. Oh, another miss. Oh, okay. That does not bode well. Looking for one more box of scavenged goods. I probably just walked right past one and wasn't paying attention. Right there. $148 health. We'll cast as far back as we can before engaging him. Too easy. Okay. We're gonna wait to do the spider quest because I think we get sent back up there for another reason later. I'm probably wrong though.
Speak quickly.
Have you managed to scavenge up some useful items for us? There is no shame in reusing that which has been tossed aside. No one is going to give us any handouts. We Forsaken will fend for ourselves. Great work, Demetrius. I knew you weren't useless. Here, have one of the better items I found out of the lots that you have been collecting so far. Oh, thank you. Take the bracers. That's a lot of armor.
The enemy is abound. I'm listening.
We'll sell our cloth. I don't plan on doing any tailoring.
Trust no one.
We do have to bury these remains still. Let's do that.
What now?
I am finished with you, Demetrius. You have shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom that you have been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they may try to do against us, we are free and will not be shackled again. Take these and be on your way. You have much to accomplish, Sun Cleric. We already have good pants, but these do have 51 armor, but definitely the chest upgrade is going to give us more overall armor. It's worth noting, you'll probably notice here that it's saying that if I equip these leggings, I would lose 39 armor. Don't look at the stat calculations or the stat change calculations. They tend to be wrong. I tend to, like, every time. So just make sure when you ever compare your loot, you're looking yourself, using your own judgment. In this case, I can see it's 51 armor to 32 armor and 1 stamina, but I can take this chest piece here and gain a solid, what looks like, I think, 26 armor increase. So this overall is going to give me more. I will say, though, I just noticed something, that 62 armor, it's saying plus 62 armor, which is 26 backwards. So maybe there's a little bit of merit to it. Then again, this one says 22 armor from 0, so I don't know.
Dark Lady, watch your wheel.
Put that real quick, and so we can finally get rid of this transmog, because I like my gear changing as I find it. We're looking pretty spiffy.
What is it?
You've done a good deed today, Demetrius. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel will find peace together in their final resting place.
Goodbye.
And level 4, fantastic timing. We can
State
get
your
our
business.
melee abilities, so we'll get 2 new abilities here. So we have one ability on a 5-second cooldown, Gavel of Atonement. 85% weapon damage plus 10, and heal yourself equal to the damage dealt. Fantastic ability. Especially the fact that it's on a 5-second cooldown. Great sustain, fantastic sustain, and that's what I want. Especially in these hardcore runs. This is actually the reason I decided to make this video too and play Sun Cleric on it, because I just really like this ability a lot, and it works with Dawn really well. Our other one here is a 10-second cooldown, dealing 140% weapon damage plus 1. Now this actually, if you're using a one-handed weapon, this does less damage on a higher cooldown. I think this ability right here is meant for two-handed weapons, because as you can see, 140% weapon damage plus 1 physical, compared to this where it's 85% weapon damage plus 10. So with a one-handed weapon, this gives you more. However, if you're using a two-handed weapon, this gives you more. So I like that design. Standard design, but works really well. I don't know if I'll use a two-handed weapon. Maybe, you know, if we're killing lower level enemies and I want to clear quicker, but as of right now, I think I'm going to stick with the shield and mace. I think that's going to be the safest play. Anyway, we're going to head up to this manor. That way we can start this custom content. I quite enjoyed the little bit of it that I did do, and I'm excited to finish it out. You've probably noticed my hotbar too, how it's laid out like this. You probably noticed that it says like F1, F2, F3 on the right hand side there. I'm not actually pressing F1, F2, F3. As you guys probably guessed, I'm using an MMO mouse that has 12 buttons on the side. And I have them mapped to these keys, and they're laid out like this on my mouse, which is why I have the hotbars set up like that. You probably maybe have noticed, but if I press shift, they go away and bring up my shift keys instead. So for example, if I were to put this illumination on shift 1, I hold shift, press F1, and there we go. And when I'm not using it, it hides in the background, saving up a lot of screen space. I'll be honest, I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled with this layout. Ever since I made this layout, I have not gone back. And I'll be honest, I play Final Fantasy XIV, and they don't have this transparency shift option. And I'll be honest, it's actually one of the main reasons I struggle to play Final Fantasy XIV on the computer and have to play on Steam Deck, because this layout is so ingrained into me that playing any other way feels very difficult, very disorienting. So I struggle to play Final Fantasy XIV on the computer. I still do every now and then, because I don't want to, you know, I want to be able to at least use either the Steam Deck or the computer, right? I don't want to have to limit my options artificially. But definitely I find it tougher. I'll press the wrong buttons a lot in Final Fantasy XIV because I don't have this set up right here.
What do you require?
Anyway, let's get started and continue on with this quest. Anton sent you. The last Forsaken he dragged in caused more trouble than he was worth. Once again, not Forsaken. But your tendons seem better preserved. I am alive. Perhaps you can actually do something useful for us after all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Riskel Kane. Yes, technically the last living heir with a claim to these lands. Or at least, I would have been. Still, I feel they remain my responsibility. Sorry, I'm playing this in the morning right now, so I'm still just waking up. So I joined the Heritage League, determined to help restore my family's estate and place it in service of the new order. We've made good progress on our own, but there's still a great deal of work ahead. I'll get straight to it. My parents died a few years before the Scourge came. Yet their crypt suffered desecrations and humiliations I can hardly bring myself to name. So much so that their spirits now haunt the halls they once walked in life, confused, tormented. Go down into the family crypt, where my ancestors lie buried, and offer a brief prayer for their souls that should draw their spirits back to their remains, where you can face them and send them on to the afterlife, where they belong. This quest right here is very fitting for my class, too. It's not on purpose, but it's kind of nice. Doing the sun's work. Got some kobolds here, so they are hostile enemies, so we're going to want to clear them out, not just run in there unless we want to die. I'm going to save Dawn as well, in case I get surrounded on accident. Pull both of these guys here. Right here's one of those lootable items you can find. This is a fantastic shield. 116 armor. We take a look. Let's see what our defense goes from. We go from 13.65% reduced damage to 23.63, a 10% damage reduction increase from this shield, this coffin lid that we found. Once again, this is why I really enjoy playing on this server, for things like that, just being able to find loot around the world. Okay, we got two enemies on us, so I'm going to cast Dawn. But we're not going to go that way, we'll come down here. Now that we have Dawn active too, it's worth noting that our melee abilities will benefit from that, since they are damaging abilities, so it gives us a big burst option too if we want to, you know, cast an ability and then run up and hit them with a melee attack. Could not find the light, only darkness, only the fall. But I had no voice left to scream. That's one. Cousin Salem banished. My spells still hit. Oop, what the? My spells still hit quite hard though. Very hard. I always knew my niece would bring us to ruin. This must be her witchcraft. Also, the niece was the witch. I didn't read that last time. That got kind of hard. Uncle Abel. Is that the final room down there? I think I want to run in there and just pull everyone. And then we'll cast Dawn to make use of the AoE. Heal up a little bit. Actually, just melee attack that guy and finish the rest off. Melee attack him too. There we go. Sweet. Still have 8 stacks of Dawn to use as well, or of Art Fulfillment. Here's a two-handed weapon that you can find in the crypt here. Once again, like I said, just add to the world building, add to the immersion, and find loot around the world that you can make use of. I don't think I'm going to use it right now. I don't plan on using it two-handed right now. I want to keep my defenses as high as I can. Definitely if I'm clearing some low-level enemies, though, I'll switch to it. My estate, my legacy, all in ruins. Why can I not escape this torment? I'll help you out there, bud. We had 4 seconds of our fulfillment remaining, so that stuns from all the way over there. So I use that ability to restore some of my soul power again. Oh my gosh, the mother's kicking my ass. There we go. Get fucked. Shit, wrong way. That's fine, we'll kill these kobolds real fast.
I'm listening.
Kobolds, you say? The lowest sort. Vandals, scavengers, petty thieves. Let them rot. I'll personally see their burrows choked with blight. As for your work, I'm impressed. Our Deathstalker stationed in the manor reports the spirits no longer wander its halls and chambers. Do you know what that means? We're ready for our next move. And then right here is actually where I stopped. So from here on, this is all new to me. Because we got 4 new quests here. I saw that and I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to make a video before I continue on. So I'm curious to see what these quests are, because him talking about that they're ready to do their next move got me kind of excited. I was curious to see what it's going to be. With the spirits dealt with, there's another matter, one far beyond the abilities of my colleagues. My sister Priscilla, curse her name, turned the manor into a den of witchcraft. See, that was hinted at with the uncle. Her worst experiments were sealed away in the basement, whose key, we've just found out, was broken into 3 pieces, now held by the former majordomo, the maid, and the stable master. The word majordomo rings a bell. Can't think about what that means, though. Majordomo. I'm gonna look it up real quick. It's gonna bug me. Don't know why. It sounds familiar. I feel like I should know this word. The chief steward of a large household. Ah, gotcha, I see. Probably you've just heard it in like a TV show or something. Kill them and recover their fragments of the key. Xang will reforge it so you can open the basement and give it a thorough cleaning. Okay, which one's Xang here? So, oh no, it's Celibus. Wait, who's Xang? I assume I'll find him later then. So we need to get 3 key pieces on 3 different people to open the basement. Why are the 3 key pieces split into thirds? Alright. Anyway. You've noticed, haven't you? I can barely keep up here, and these wretches keep finding new ways to get themselves in trouble. I know someone who can lend us a hand, if we can get the right ingredients. I must remain here, protecting the camp. But you've already proven you can handle yourself. Kill the creatures prowling around the estate. Zombies, ghouls, bears. Don't bother hauling back what they leave behind. Their organs are volatile, and if not handled properly, they could spoil. Or worse, I'll take care of extracting what we need from their bodies once this is all over. So it's like a fetch quest, but I only have to kill them and don't have to bring them stuff? That's nice.
No one. What do you require? Speak quickly.
We are monsters, but sadder still than our fate is the confused, agonized misery of the beasts that roam our woods and fields. Once, I think my heart might have pitied them, but I've no pity left. And besides, the practical thing to do is to put them down. Especially the old faithful hound of the Kane family. Circle the mansion, find his grave, and make sure he's truly dead. He wouldn't be the first undead mastiff to catch his master's scent and devour him. Oh, we're gonna kill a dog? That's kind of fucked. Suggested players 2. Hopefully it's not like an elite. Or if it is, hopefully it's not like a really high level. Got multiple rewards here though. That's nice. Already clicked disappearance, I guess. Oh, I think these are the same rewards for the custom content in the human zone too.
What do you
Makes sense.
require?
You know, reuse assets. Do you know how the Heritage League funds itself? Our queen allows us to keep a share of the treasures we recover, which is why, up to now, we've restored far more palaces than fortresses. Before their fall, the Kanes were among the wealthiest families in the realm. I'd wager there's still plenty in the manor worth laying hands on. Give it a look, will you? Depending on what you find, we might strike a deal. But take care. The former lady of the manor, Riskell's sister. Let's just say the place is haunted, though, okay? Cover some valuables. So we kill some zombies and bears, get the key fragments, loot some valuables, and kill a dog. Yeah, seems pretty fun to me. This is how I want to spend my Fridays. As well start the zombies here. I'm debuffed. 5 nature damage inflicted every 3 seconds, and nature damage taken increased by... Or was it... Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic. Did I say nature damage or physical damage is increased by 3? Physical damage is taken is increased by 3. Oh, wow. Okay, that's brutal. So I can't really pull too many of these guys then, probably. Except they're all hitting for 3 extra damage. That adds up really quickly. What? Missed. We do have Dawn though. Maybe we cast Dawn and pull a couple. I think you probably handle 2. It's probably no problem. There we go. Oh yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I just realized I have 2 stacks of it. Oh shit. 10 nature damage every 3 seconds and physical damage taken increased by 6%. Or 6, sorry, not 6%, by 6 flat. How much health do I have? Wow, I have 120 health. So technically, with just 2 of those debuffs, that makes every enemy hit me for at least 5% of my max health. That is crazy. That is I didn't realize it stacks. That's kind of dangerous. I hate stacking debuffs so much. They are definitely the run killer. That's the bear slain. How many of these undead do we have to kill still? Oh, we finished. Oh, that's one of the guys we need for the key. Back to your stalls. Back. You're not escape the whip, beast or man alike. Oh, you'll not escape the whip, beast or man alike. Don't care. I want your key. Key fragment, I should say. I got some. These ghouls, though, they're hostile, so I'll have to take them out slowly. I'd say as I accidentally grab one. I wonder if they apply that same debuff. Nothing so far. They hit decently hard, though. Hopefully, we have some good sustain. Oh, Brainless Maid. That's the other one we need. I'm surprised I managed to line of sight that. Okay, this is the Hound. 403 health. We do have Dawn though. Level 4. I think I leveled up. I have 140 health now. Okay. I think we can take this guy. I'll cast from as far back as I can before engaging him. And I'll wait to use Dawn until we've taken a little bit of damage so we can make value of the healing. Okay, well, he crit me. We'll cast Dawn now and start melee attacking him. Whoa! Must have man. Whoa. Does he disarm? Oh, he does. Oh, shit, he does disarm. Let's start healing. Whew. Okay, that was a... Oh, that was a close one. That disarm really fucking nearly got me there. Damn, that's scary. God, level 4 elite. I struggled that much with him. Oh, another item. Oh, a crossbow. I can collect the appearance at least. Oh, I already collected this appearance. What? Oh, I guess it's kind of standard looking though. Probably just another reused asset. Sucks I can't use it, but we can sell it for... Ah, it's only worth 59 copper. That's lame. God, I'm still kind of rattled after that. That hound fucking caught me off guard with that disarm. Thank God we have a heal though. Also, I'm glad I'm using this shield. I don't think I would have survived otherwise. Okay, gotta clear these ghouls out one by one. Oh, it's Xang. This is the guy. So we'll bring the key fragments to him. What the hell is this? Another lootable? Oh no, it's the it's the valuables for the quest, duh. I was thinking, I'm like, dude, what lootable equipment could I get from a painting? Another shield? Just hold a giant painting in my hand? It's 2 more lootables to find. I'm gonna pull this guy before I even... Oh, there's the major domo. Didn't even notice that. These ghouls aren't quite bad. They're quite simple. You have not been invited by Lord Cain. Well, technically I have, actually. He's forsaken now, but he did allow me to come here. I'm looking for 2 more lootable items. Oh, probably up here. Okay, very good. We're looking for a family signet still. It says it's right here. The marker might not be exactly accurate, though. If it's a family signet, though, it's going to be small. So it's going to be kind of annoying. I feel like they wouldn't put it too far out of the way. Oh, that's the basement door. Oh, what was that? Oh my gosh, a level 7 elite? That's what's in the basement? Oh my god, 1,000 health? Dude, I struggled with a level 4 elite. There's no way I'll be able to kill that guy. I really hope the next quest doesn't want me to fight him. Oh. Quest marker's up there. What the hell? I was just up here. Oh, cheeky bastards. They put it on the fucking roof. Was right. It was small, though. Oh, God. Oh, do I risk... I'm not gonna risk that. Impatience is gonna get me killed before any enemy will. Sweet. Hell yeah. Oh, I guess we should talk to Xang here.
Be quick about your business.
Got the key fragments. Don't tell me we made it too hard for you. That we made it too... Did you guys split the key fragments up on purpose? Why? You had the key fragments. Splendid. I was beginning to get impatient. Just give me a moment. So I just give you completely ripped apart key fragments and you just, what, glue them together? Spit on them? Done. Xang hands you a key placed together from the jagged remnants of the original, twisted, splintered. Its ability to hold remains as doubtful as whatever waits behind that door. I know what waits behind the door. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fight him. I'll make sure no shambling corpse sneaks up on you while you deal with whatever's locked away down there. More than once, I thought I heard a wail followed by gurgling and screams. Tread carefully. Use the key to access the basement and defeat the creature within. Oh god. Oh god. Yep. Aberrant progeny. Oh, he's fucking way smaller than I thought he'd be. Kind of cool looking, though. Yeah, Definitely don't want to get you. I'll have to come back. Jesus fucking Christ! That scared the shit out of me. I'm just so on edge because of that. So on edge because I know that thing could kill me. Absolutely it can. No doubt about it. I'm thinking we'll turn these quests in and see how close that gets us to leveling up, and then just level up from there. Because if we get level 6, maybe our level 6 abilities will help us out in this fight.
What now?
And I don't know how many level 6 abilities are, but hopefully there's something good. You're back, and you've left quite the trail of corpses behind you. Good. The Forsaken grins at the thought of what he'll be able to harvest from the bodies. With this and a spark of electricity, the Forsaken, I know, can stitch us together a friend. You know, someone to lend a hand, or 2, or 3. Is he talking about making an abomination? Fuck yeah, that's sick. I'm talking about one of those great bloated things we call, a bomb. Yep, okay, well, I spoke. I need to finish reading before I make comments.
Farewell.
You've done good work here. When you're finished at Death Knell, pay a visit to Apothecary Flemmer in Brill. He's that someone I mentioned earlier. Tell him that as soon as I'm able, I'll send a shipment of the flesh he needs for his abomination. Hell yeah, we're making an abomination. That's sick. Speak with Apothecary Flemmer in Brill. 525 experience just for going to talk to that guy. That's freaking sweet.
Speak quickly.
The Hound? It's dead? The Forsaken shakes his head, heavy with sorrow. A shame. Ra has twisted so many minds. It's safer not to take chances. Who knows? Perhaps this talk might have been different. Here, you've earned it. Alright, let's see what we got here. One-handed mace. Not as good as the mace that we found, though. This sword doesn't do as much damage, but it does give strength and agility. I don't think that's worth swapping out my current mace, though. Dagger can't use, bow can't use, staff can't use, two-handed sword. Is this two-handed sword better than the one that we found in the crypt? This one does 16 to 24 damage, 5.7 damage a second. This one does 13 to 17, 5.0 damage per second. Oh no, so it is less. Oh, damn. Alright, so I guess we should just go for Transmog then. We haven't collected this mace. We haven't collected this staff either. The staff's quite simple. I like the simplicity, but this mace... I like the mace. I think it matches. Let's collect that appearance real quick. Honestly, let's equip it. Let's equip it. I think the mace fits better than a literal hammer. Where is the mace that we just got? There we go. Right there. Divine Hammer, right? Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's even says Divine Hammer, so... I mean... kind of fits the theme of the Sun Cleric. Okay. Well, we still have one more quest to turn in. I don't think it's gonna level us up, though. If greed had a color, it would be the yellow in this Forsaken's eyes. A saucy painting? Crystal ball, likely cursed. A jewel we need appraised before celebrating, and a family signet whose worth, I'd wager, is purely sentimental. Not much, really. She shrugs as if it were nothing, but her eyes, they say otherwise. Oh, this girl's trying to fucking scam us. I doubt I'll fetch much for these. Yep, same thing, like I said, I gotta keep reading. I doubt I'll fetch much for these, but it's better than nothing. As for the family signet, let's do Riskel a favor and keep it. You know how painful it can be to dredge up old memories. Well, it's actually nice of you, but... You're kind of scamming me. I want a fucking part of your cut. Don't be pretending like this is nothing. Oh, quest just ends there, so we just get scammed. Call it good. Oh, we are very close to leveling up. We can honestly just kill some zombies real quick. Just to level up. And then go to our trainer, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, we get new abilities at level 6. Usually most of these Conquest of Azeroth classes get their new abilities at level 2, 4, 6, and 8. 36 experience a kill. We're gonna have to kill quite a few of them. mean, I guess they are lower level than you, though. Honestly, let's just cast it on. Might as well speed up this grind. Getting low on mana. We'll get a little bit back from our glorious execution ability. Yeah, we're getting low on mana, so let's take a second to drink here. I just realized I've been picking up these shovels from these kobolds. It's still not as good as the two-handed sword, though. I can collect the appearance, though. They sell for 39 copper, too. It's actually not bad. Oh, I also have these frayed shoes that give... Oh, 4 armor. Hell yeah. Free armor there. Oh, Kane family collar from the dog. Didn't notice that I didn't pick that up. Yeah, I got some stuff to sell here. There we go, get some solar power back. The buff was about to run out. Oh, of course I miss. Oh, got off, don't miss. Got a couple more kills to go. I love how everyone's talking about the fact that Conquest of Azeroth is not out of alpha, even though someone said that it would be. One of the devs or creative team did, which is fair. I mean, don't say something and then don't make a promise, or say something will happen and then not do it. And I mean, if you're not going to do it, I mean, at least be transparent that it's not going to happen. Instead, they haven't mentioned anything at all. But I don't know. Maybe they'll impress us. Maybe they will still release it soon. Hope so, because there's already a lot of people on the server, so if it came out of alpha and it was a free-to-play server, then we would get a lot of people, which make me very happy, very, very happy. Maybe more people I can partner up with to do some quests with, and do some challenges with. Oh, nice, Sun Cleric level 2. I have to go buy it. That's actually might be what we need to kill the abomination down there. Just a nice, straightforward power boost. Maybe 2, we can try to buy some gear to fill in some empty slots we have to add to our defenses. Potion 2 somewhere. I think if we had a potion, that would really seal the deal. I think we could kill that abomination. Oh, yeah, another player. I thought that was an enemy for a second. Level 1 Blood Elf Pyromancer. Fuck yeah, he's got some heirlooms too. What's he doing? No challenges. Still though. At what time is it right now? It's super early in the morning. Yeah, 9:01 in the morning. And we have someone online, level 1. That's awesome. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking with you guys. Like, there's a surprising amount of people on the server. If this server went live, there'd be a lot of people. A lot of people. Anyway, let's fill in our armor slots here. So, let's first sell, because this is looking like a mess. Fill in our equipment slots here and just really armor up. I'll take every little bit that I can get. These items are cheap, so right here, 6 armor there. 51 armor there. I think the armor is better than the 1 stamina, but we'll do some comparison tests ourselves. Right there, big armor increase in the chest. Our shield is better. Big armor increase in the waist, in the boots, and in the gloves. Good. Yeah, that's a big armor buff here. Let's take a look at our armor. We're reducing damage by 20.6%. Yeah, so with let's start with the pants. So we're at 146 health with the 1 stamina. We lose 10 health. Ooh. So that's a little under, it's about 8%. Well, I guess about a 7.5% loss in health. I think it only gave us, yeah, like 1.5% damage reduction. I think the stamina is worth it. I think it's worth it. A little bit of health to react is never going to hurt anyone. Let's go ahead and equip the rest of the gear here. We're looking mighty fine. Yeah, 28.8% physical damage reduced. Now, that is to say, that enemy might not do physical damage, and we could get fucked either way.
We will persevere.
Let's take a look. Ooh, okay, here we go. Vow of Grace. So a new vow. I'm excited. This is my first time getting a different vow. Direct damage dealt now generates 5% of your missing mana, and you regenerate 1 solar power every 3 seconds. Couldn't I just swap to this while traveling and just gain my solar power for free? That's amazing. Fulfillment. Remove the mana cost of your next damaging or healing ability and reduce its cooldown by 10%. Not bad. It seems like this is more so used to... It's definitely like a healer or caster spec. It mainly seems like that this right here is meant to be less of like a temporary damage buff and more so like a way to just constantly generate solar power and constantly be casting Dawn maybe. So we'll go ahead and get that. Yep, Sun Flare rank 2. Going from 25 damage to 35 damage. That is a very good buff. Oh, a third ability. Shackle an enemy with chains of light, dealing 21 holy damage and slowing their movement by 40%. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. 10-second cooldown. It's an instant cast too. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's what we need to get that enemy killed. Oh, another. Oh, okay, no, it's the same guy. He just changed his transmog. I would not be surprised though if we found another player, a second player. Okay, let's get my abilities up on my bar here. Alright, okay. We're gonna put my slowing ability. I usually put my slows on shift 1, so you guys won't be able to see it, but I'll know it's there. And let's find my other vow. Yeah, vow of blessing. It's under the blessing tree, so yeah, definitely meant for like healers. Here's the thing, I wish there was a stance bar for these vows though. I don't like having them on my abilities here, so let's actually move my vows over here, because I don't think I need to switch to them on the fly outside of, like I said, traveling to get some solar power. Okay, we're taking a risk fighting this guy, but I believe it's possible. I think I'll have to kite out of the building though. I'd have to be careful of any hostile mobs, but it doesn't look like outside here there's many hostile mobs, except this bear, so let's kill this bear. This bear debuffs for a slow, nothing crazy. I'm scared. I think I could die too, just if I miss 1 or 2 times. If I miss just 1 too many times, I'm gonna die. It's worth the risk though. I don't want to have to walk back here because I'm impatient. Oh dear God. The worst part is I can't grab this guy's aggro from max range, but I'm thinking, fuck, this goddamn door closes. I'm thinking if I hit him and I run out and then I slow him. Yeah, so we're gonna hit him, slow him, and run out. Run out, run out. Oh God, he has spells. Oh, I don't have the elves. Okay, I line of sighted it. Let's get my elves racial on here. Okay, once again, line of sight him. Good, good. You outplay this guy. Line of sight. Yep, good. Oh no, he got that one off. Okay, here he is. He's here. What? I'm sorry? What? I'm running away. He's Mighty Split, dude. I'm just gonna run as far as I can. This ability that he's casting has to have a range, right? It's like a fucking full-fledged mini-boss. I hope I don't die to this. Oh, okay. Okay. Still alive. Maybe I just need to stop being a pussy and just get in there and fight him like a man. Still gonna line of sight this bitch. No reason not to. I don't even know if that's... It does say flame breath, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was just straight up. Okay. Okay, here he goes. He's doing that thing again. Okay, I'm not gonna be a pussy. We can do this. I have an AoE ability. Yep, look at that. Can I silence him? Man, okay. We can do this. We can do this. When he casts flame breath, line of sight it. Okay, yeah, that hits really hard. I can use this time, though, to line of sight this, and then we're going to heal up. So we're going to line of sight this. Good, good. We don't have Dawn anymore, so that's not good. Okay, he's doing his ability again. Let's actually switch to our other Val, so we can start generating some... 2. We're gonna get out of the room for this spell explosion and heal up. Let's prepare a heal for after the explosion. Yep, that was a good call. He's gonna cast Flame Breath. I'm gonna sight it. Good, we're gonna switch back to our other Val here and start hitting him. Okay, line of sight that. Good, good. See, I know what I'm doing. I'm not a loud noob. I know how to play this game. Let's fucking go, dude. Yes. Yes. That is satisfying. I'm kind of sad that I, played really safe in the beginning because I missed that first, mechanic, but I'd rather have that than, fucking die. Wow, I was really hoping there'd be, a lootable item down here, but there's not, and that's super disappointing, but who knows, maybe the quest reward will be amazing. I'm not going to even look at the quest log. I'm just going to let myself be surprised. Alright, Rascal, what do you got?
I have exactly what
I trust you've done the job. Otherwise, you wouldn't be standing here so casually talking to me, right? Rascal shakes his head slowly as you recount what you've seen. That creature. I'd heard the rumors, but even for my sister, they seemed too grotesque to believe. To think Priscilla consorted with a demon and bore that thing. Oh, bore it? Oh my god, she got pregnant with the demon? Hot fucking damn. In any case, you've done the Heritage League a great service and restored the dignity of my family name in the process. You have my undying gratitude. Ah, good pun. Hey, and look at that, a cloak. I knew it. Not taking that cloak earlier was the right call, because cloaks are commonly offered, but 3 stamina. 3 stamina. Goddamn, 9 armor. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, that was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. 156 health. Oh no, it only gave 1 stamina. The quest log lied. It only gave 1 stamina. I mean, still, it's humongous buff. Even 1 stamina is fantastic, but I'm kind of sad the quest log lied. It said 3. That's kind of annoying. Alright, well, that is awesome. Fuck yeah. Let's go kill these spiders now. We are probably way over leveled for this part of the quest, or for this quest, but that's okay. I do have quest and enemy scaling enabled, so quests and enemies can never be gray difficulty or trivial difficulty. They'll always scale up to at least easy, or in other words, this number next to their name will always at least be green. It means they won't get much experience, but at least they will. I mainly do that because the quest will scale up too. I mainly do that because I hate doing half of a zone and then being too over leveled, so you have to leave the zone early. So that's why I have that on, because I want to finish the zones out and actually properly go from point A to point B. But as you can see, it's why all these guys that were originally level 1 are now level 2. That being said, though, we are fighting very low-level enemies here, so let's have some fun and let's use our two-handed weapon and start hitting them with this Glorious Execution ability. Oh, the Glorious Execution ability is actually now dealing +7 extra damage too, so that is huge, huge damage increase. This thing's gonna hit like a truck. Oh my god, yeah, most his health. Oh, I just realized though that the transmog that I put on for my mace, it is applying it to this sword here. So let's remove that because I want to see what this sword looks like. Nice, look at that, just a clean sword. Love that. Let's kill some spiders. Kill ourselves some spiders here. Oh, and of course I miss on my gavel. Let's cast on here, why not? Speed up this process. Just start one-shotting some enemies. This is so satisfying. If there is a talent tree that focuses on these melee abilities, I might do that. Don't get me wrong though, I really like my ranged ability, so I guess it just depends on what the talent trees have to offer, but definitely I'm liking these melee abilities. Very fun. Do have to be careful, these spiders are hostile. I'm gonna go back here just in case it's lootable. I don't see anything. We'll go this way. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the dungeon. Something tells me I shouldn't because I'm probably just gonna have to come back here anyway. But I'm curious. I'm curious if there's a lootable item we could find. I really want to get another item. Ooh, we got. Oh, jeez. That freaking spider coming down that tunnel scared me. It looked like he was coming for my coochie. Axe? Oh, two-handed axe. No, it's actually not that good. Oh, I've collected the appearance too already. Damn. I always get excited when I see greens in these early levels. I mean, who doesn't, right? You know what, let's do this. Let's actually pull multiple enemies real quick. Okay, these guys they have a debuff on me. I pay attention to that, so I don't want to get too cocky. Nice, clean. Oh, and a staff, let's go. Yep, I've collected that appearance. Spell power, though, by 2. Oh, see, here's the thing. Obviously, I'll equip the two-handed weapon. Ah, it only adds 1 damage. Okay, not worth it. I'm still gonna keep this, though. That could be great if I do decide to go with the spellcasting route. Is there any lootables over here? I'm such a whore for these lootables, man. They are so much fun to find and look for. Very satisfying. The dopamine rush you get when you find one is just unrivaled. Actually switch to this vow real quick here. That way we can generate some holy power passively. Yeah, look at that. Literally just free holy power. Just while we're walking around. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I am going to cast my Vow of Grace, and we're going to let our holy power build up. Once it's full, we're going to run in there and just Allahu Akbar those bitches. We'll switch back to the two-hander because I think killing a few enemies early on in the fight quickly will be the better way to reduce damage. Okay, we're good. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to start by casting a spell on this guy. Jump down here. Cast on. Start going to town. We're going to cast a heal here just to be safe. Get good heal. Gavel of Atonement and heal us up more. I'm going to cast one more heal. Let's keep this guy. Cool, and we're smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Good, good, good. Nice. Clean. Definitely started taking a bit of damage from those debuffs, but all in all, very good. Oh, yes! Lootable item. I thought this was going to be like a quest or something. Nature resistance. Not bad. My current cape is still better, but hey, you know what? I will actually hold on to this for just a little bit. That nature resistance could come in handy. What's it look like? Oh, simple. White cloak. I say my current one looks like it's black. I'll do some transmogging later, though. Cool. Well, I got what I wanted. Oh, I probably should have. Wait, I just realized my Hearthstone. Just got some more pants. Dude, what is up with this character? I'm afraid to use my Hearthstone because I don't think it's actually going to take me to death now. I mean, maybe it could, but I just don't want it to send me too far, so we are going to walk back. What is up with this character, though, and finding pants on enemies? That is definitely a good blessing to have, don't get me wrong. Oh my gosh, another... Oh yeah, big armor increase for the belt. Sweet. Yeah, this character's very, very lucky. This is by far one of the luckiest characters I've had. That's how you know it's going to be a good run. It's going to be a good run. We're going all the way to 60, guaranteed. Enemies are spawning. Seems like everyone's saying that Necromancer is good for hardcore. Good to know. I'm not really into Necromancers, though. The Necromancers that I am into, class-wise, are the types of Necromancers that, you know, they cast spells themselves rather than summoning minions. I've never really been a big... I guess that's an understatement. I am not interested in, like, the summoning undead theme, like, at all, and having them fight for you. I really don't care for it. Not my thing. I'll try it out one day, but... if I am going to play Necromancer, it's probably going to be a more hands-on approach. Like in Guild Wars 2, for example, I don't do any of the summons. I might do the healing summon, just because it's, you know, nice passive healing, but other than that, all my abilities are casted by my character. Oh, this guy's level 3. Slowly but surely, he's getting work done. Looks like he's not doing any challenges, though. Unfortunate, but fair. Oh my gosh, I am so dumb. I still have to kill a young spider. I killed so many regular spiders and not enough young ones. How much experience do I gain for killing these scaled up mobs? 10 experience? Meh. It's fine. Not worth it, but better than nothing. I almost started going all the way back to the cave just to kill a regular one again. Goddamn.
What would you ask of death?
Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. I don't know, mate. I just fucking destroyed that entire cave. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, Demetrius. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. Oh, sweet, yeah, give me another quest. I would appreciate that. No upgrades here, so let's just go with the one worth the most money. In that case, the chest. You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine, thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp southeast of here. Southeast of here? Not northeast? Is there even space south? Space southeast? Oh, maybe he's talking about... Oh, right here. So that's not southeast. That's more like southeast-east, but yeah, whatever.
I am
Oh shit, I didn't read the
Embrace
rest of the log. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King, Scourge, or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful, their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries. Okay, I will actually heed this warning, because something tells me they might have maybe a strong debuff. Cool. Yeah, let's get this done. Oh, I haven't collected this appearance. Let's do that. Gotta make sure I'm doing that when I can. Here we go. Okay. So we're just looking to get 12 armbands. They are indeed green levels, so I can take a little bit more time here, or I can speed up. Don't have to take as much time here. Kill through these guys quickly. Oh, that guy's level 5 though. I'm gonna save him just in case he's a follow-up in the quest. Maybe he is. Maybe I'll have to come back here to kill him for the next quest. Well, let's cast on here and just wipe out these little guys quickly. I kind of hate though when these guys die all the way out here and I have to walk over to loot them. Okay, don't dodge, seriously. I have to loot this corpse over here I still killed. Can't leave him behind. I don't want to get too close to that camp lest me pulling one guy pulls the rest of them. Forgot to set my Hearthstone again. Okay, that's what we need. So let's just head back and turn in the quest. If I don't get a follow-up quest to go kill that guy, I'm gonna come back here anyway and kill him, because maybe he'll drop some unique loot. Oh, here we go, another player. Undead Chronomancer. Hell yeah. See, I told you, I would not be surprised if we found another second player this early in the morning. That's a lot of people. Yeah, none of these are going to be useful, so let's just get an appearance here that we don't have. That's fine. It's okay. Oh, you know what? That's pretty nice. Forsaken Short Sword. Yeah, then we'll do the Forsaken Short Sword. I think it looks the best. Fuck yeah. Kill Mevin Korgal. I'm pretty sure that was that guy. The messenger at the Crusader camp. Okay. Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathnell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on this person, or on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send. You're the most qualified person I have to send, Demetrius. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can find.
Our time.
Yes, sir. Gladly. Let's go wipe out a camp. Now here's the thing. The chances of both those guys getting pulled is very high. So what we're gonna do, let's get our solar power up real quick. And we're just gonna try to one-shot the little guys quickly. Of course, that's a caster. Alright, let's dawn this guy and just start beating him up. Too easy. Okay, maybe there's a lootable item in these tents? No? Come on. Oh, yeah, Time Cop's over here. He's killing enemies. Fuck yeah. Making my life easy. Scarlet Shield. Yes, sir. Looks like it has, oh, it's the exact same stats with +1 shadow resistance. That is very nice, and it looks mighty sick too. Perfect look for a Sun Cleric as well. I like it. We can collect these bracers for their appearance. Gain our solar power back. You know what? Let's actually read this letter. Disperse information as you deem necessary. Trustfall Regional Command, Captain, blah blah. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Parain, further to fortify your position at the Southwest Tower. As designated, additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, materials should be obtainable from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Fakan there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the... Oh, Captain Fakan, there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Melarash, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plague Lands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming weeks. Cool. Hell yeah.
This had better be good.
Got some options here. Let's go with the staff. That staff looks pretty clean. Let's see what you got. He begins to rifle through the documents you recovered. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless. Scouting reports. New orders. Continue to build up a camp near the ruined city. Nothing we didn't know already. Ah, what's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this. I didn't see that. Oh well. Ooh, I'm now honored with Undercity. That was easy.
What is it?
These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Death Knell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Death Knell soon after entering Tristfall proper. You'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way.
Farewell.
I think I can get there just with those instructions, but I'm gonna use my map anyway. So yeah, we go out here, and then you have to go east, okay? Outside that way. So let's sell, forgot to do that. We're almost level 7 too, which is exciting. We'll probably get it just from exploration experience.
And you are...
I guess we can sell Dead Man's Cover since this other shield we have is better by 1 shadow resistance. Alright, looking clean.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Some more quests right here. Captain Montague. Hey, mate. Do me a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee, something or other. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice cozy little place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the dead or if the need arises. You should check it out. You do, and I'll pay you well. Wait, so you're paying me to go to the inn? Oh, maybe it's like a sponsorship. Deliver the letter. Yep. I totally nearly just walked past this free item. Oh, 8 slot bag. Let's go. Let's go. That's huge.
What would you ask of death?
What have we here? You look like a fledgling Sun Cleric. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. Well, I mean, considering I'm not a Forsaken, but I understand what you mean. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious that took a turn I was not expecting. I thought he was gonna be like, teach them a lesson and take them out. But he's like, no, teach them a lesson and steal their fucking pumpkins. Halloween's right around the corner. So we gotta make sure they can't celebrate. That'll do them in. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johann and Brill. I'll probably get me some potions. And an adventure satchel. Interesting. Maybe this is actually custom content. I don't quite remember the Undead Zone very well. It's been a long time, so I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end the video here since I was originally planning on making the walk to Brill and then ending it there. However, this is having us go a little bit west, so I'm thinking, oh hey, look at this on the map. Someone died. A Resolute 1x experience hardcore hero. It's good to know that there's other people out there doing this challenge too. It makes me happy. Hopefully he didn't get demotivated from this death, and hopefully he's still out there doing challenges. I would like to meet this guy. Looks like he died from a rotting ancestor. Killing the failure reason died. I'd really hope that was the reason he failed, considering that's the point of hardcore. You know, I'll have to pay attention to the map because maybe I can use these kinds of information to help me stay alive. Anyway, as I was saying, this is having us go west here, so I think I'm just going to end the video here, and then in the next episode, we'll head west and take care of this quest here, and maybe any loose ends that it'll have us do, before we head on over to Brill to continue on. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully Conquest of Azeroth has interested you. It's not free to play. Project Ascension as a private server is, however, you do have to buy the alpha bundle or alpha package. If I recall, it's fairly cheap, so you know, I think it's worth it. It's cheap for a lot of content. I quite enjoy the challenges, the classes. As you can see, it's got a very active community. We've seen numerous people leveling up today, tons of people in the chat, and it's still very early in the morning. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic day.